Hello, hello. How are you tonight? It is Tuesday, 7 p.m. And normally we would be having Tutorial Tuesday, but I decided to switch things up a little bit today and do techniques on Tuesday. We're working towards something. I just want to say hi to a few people. If you have a second, go ahead and share the stream. I'd like to get a few more people involved in this tonight as we finish up our listing. Hi, hello. How is everybody? We had such a great turnout this morning and so many people participating in the list that we were coming up with that I have done my best to type it up. I want to make sure we covered everything, and then I want to add more things to this list if you guys want to before I start the breakdown, okay? So, hey, how are you? Also, I am not sure about this video, how this is going to go tonight because my Minicam software. Oh, it's freezing. I don't know what's going on tonight, but my Minicam software does not seem to be software very well tonight, and there's a lot of delays and glitches. So I am not set up running through the normal channels because I had to go around a few things, and there's a virtual background involved now that it's not normally there. So don't know if glitching for you guys or if that's just on my end. Hey. Oh, Janie, are you working on the class from Saturday from Cook Years Live? That was so much fun. I had a great time. All right, you guys let me know over in the comments. First of all, is my speech lined up with when my lips are moving? That would be good. And is the video glitching for anybody? Because it is glitching. Okay, so I don't want to stay on here too long tonight because I cannot figure out what's going on. I ran virus checks. I sent messages to both places. So hopefully they can help out because it shows I have full broadcasting still, which is just so weird. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Janie. I'm so glad. That Friday and Saturday were both just so amazing. Yeah, Penny, it looks like that on my end. It looks like I'm full stream, but then it stops. Like there must be something going on with the internet because on what I can see is like it freezes up and then it's like super fast, right? And it's not lined up in real time like it normally is. So hopefully, just so it doesn't drive anyone crazy, at least my speech is lined up, right? So well, I normally have a virtual background, Debbie, so I don't know. I think it's because my streaming software and my camera software are not doing well with each other tonight. They're just not. Maybe, but it's not storming here. I don't know. It's just crazy. I did better at the hotel today than what this looks like. So let's jump into what we're going to talk about tonight, and that way it won't take tonight, okay? All right, so here is what we just started discussing this morning. We started discussing techniques, and then when we were talking about techniques, then it led, people were putting stuff up in the comment field other than techniques. So then it became a list of techniques, a list of cookier terms, and a list of cookier tools, and then topics. I'm guessing these are topics that either you wanted to talk about this year or you wanted newer people to know about. And then embellishments, pro tips. We're trying to put together a CookieCon discussion panel to prep the new people for CookieCon that are going. And then CookieCon topics. So let me do this really quickly because this looks like a lot of people are glitching really bad. Sounds freezing, coming back in, all of that. Yeah, I've been refreshing for an hour though, Nadine. Like I don't think it's going to get better tonight. So let me run through this list really quickly. Specifically, I want to cover techniques tonight. I believe I caught everything that people listed earlier this morning for techniques. But if I'm missing anything, could you guys add it to this list? And I'll try to get an updated list finished and done in a PDF and then drop it in the drop in the featured section at Cookie Snack Attack. It had to come to me. All right. So we talked about outline, dam, flood, whatever you call it, gap and slide, wet on wet, brush embroidery, crust cracking, palette florals. I guess we could make that palette knife florals. I'm not sure how we want to word that. Dry dusting, painting, single line art, embossing, debossing, cartoon style, which is also sometimes called tattoo line art, stenciling with airbrush, stencil scraping, stencil swiping, royal icing transfers, stamping, pressure piping. Now, someone typed in the comments, icing smear. Is that, to you, is icing smear the same thing as stencil scraping, or is that something else? Because I did a little research, couldn't that term. So I just want to know if that means something else. And then underlining, when you say underlining, whoever put that in the comments this morning, do you mean where we double line, where we lay two lines on top of each other so that there's separation when we do the flooding? Or what did you mean by underlining? I have question marks on those two. And then dipping, marbling, sectional piping, cookie Botox, parchment paper technique, texturing, relief piping, embellishment for decoration, Franken cookies, lace molds. Icing smear is a texture technique also. Tammy, can you tell me just a little bit more what icing smear is? Is it like icing on top of the textured part of a cookie? Like if you bake on a pastry mat and you have the little grid and then do icing smear for texture technique. Is that what that means? And by the way, Tammy, since you're here, we would like to know if you would like to join, not next Tuesday night, but maybe next Wednesday night, if you have the availability, either Monday or Wednesday of next week, if you would like to join in with 5 ladies to discuss what happens at CookieCon, because you're a long-term CookieCon veteran, and we want to get the new cookiers on board so they don't miss anything. Okay, icing swiped on a flooded cookie. Okay, hold on, it's coming up. Hold on one sec. And Tammy says you would love to. Good. Fantastic. I'm sorry, I didn't have time because I started having all these computer issues at the hotel. And then when I tried to get here and set everything up, it just went nuts again. Okay, so it's icing swiped on a flooded cookie, sometimes in color to just add some design elements. Okay, I love that. And that's different than stencil swiping then, and it's different than palette knife, right? Icing smear is its own thing and it's two separate words. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay. I'm going to go with that. And this list, and someone clarify the underline that you typed in there. What you meant by that, was that technically like under wire for support, which is for support? Or did you mean underline like double stacked lines for separation between sections? Or what was that exactly? Or did you mean what we do underneath where we then stamp a cookie? So let me know what that is. Shading for dimension, scraping icing for design. So should I take away scraping icing for design since we're calling that icing smear? I want a bagel. I think that's the problem. I'm hungry. That's why nothing's working for me tonight, because I'm hungry. It just becomes very frustrating. All right. Tissue transfer method, felt technique, custom fitting 3D cookies, airbrush sculpting, airbrush stenciling, airbrush for dimension, airbrush for graduated color and accent. All right. That's all of the techniques that I captured this morning. So now it's time to hit me with more techniques. And then another night we'll go over, I mean, this list is so long, you guys, the cook your terms, cook your tools, topics, embellishments, pro tips. We're going to have to do those another night because this video is really just driving me nuts. It's so weird because running it directly through StreamYard, it's like I'm floating on the screen and it's like a 10-second delay from what you see and what I see. So, I don't know. I know they're doing updates because I've updated both programs several times in the last couple of days. So I think they're not playing well in the same household. All right, so someone tell me any more techniques you want to add to this list, because then I think we're going to bail on this video for tonight since we're having these technology issues, and I will try again tomorrow with this. I don't want to leave something up that's really bad for replay, so I don't want to go too long. Let's see. I would keep Allison said, oh, Allison, when this stream is over, please call me because I have some stuff I need to get to you. Keep the schmear. What was the other one? The other one was scraping for icing design. Are they the same thing? Do you guys think they're the same thing? Maybe I need to define scraping icing for design a little bit more, because that's, to me, when I hear that one, that's more like scraping over a textured cookie to me. I mean, it could be lots of things, but I want to keep it the right thing. Let's see. Silk screen. I don't think I mentioned that, but we did talk about it because I couldn't remember the word silk screen. Hey, by the way, thanks so much to all of you that have called and asked about my mom or sent me messages and asked about my mom and were praying for me while I was traveling and sent her presents already. You guys are the best. Like, she's doing really well. It's going to take a long time to recover. I mean, that is to be expected given how ill that she was, but thank you. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate all of you that have already sent cards and stuff. Like, you just blew me away. Absolutely blew me away with your care and concern and just holding me up while I've been going through something super stressful. So I hope that all of you know how much that really means to me and how much I appreciate it and that I notice it. I notice that, and it means a lot to me. Silk screen stenciling I have down now. Palette icing, Nadine, is that like palette knife florals? We put that on here already. Are you talking about something different? Hey, Mimi, how are you? Hey, Charlotte, are you on the train? Yeah, she is here with me now, so we're trying to help her through recovery part and feed her a lot and let her rest a lot. So hopefully we'll keep heading in the right direction here. So I'm excited about that. All right, give me some more techniques, guys, and then I'm gonna jump off the video for the night because it's just too glitchy and I can't tell how much of it you can hear and not hear. So how about this? How about I finish typing up this whole list? It's set up in an Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to save it as a PDF. And if I post it in Cookie Snack Attack as a PDF, can you guys download it, print it, take a quick look at it? And then on that same posting, put messages of anything else you want to add and what column you want it added in, or if you want something that's already there clarified, and I will get the list updated and then put it back up, and we'll try again tomorrow for another video, even if I have to do it from the hotel. Oh, puffy icing, writing icing. Now, what that we put over in consistencies too, but I think we could definitely also put that in technique. Right? Hey, Phyllis, how are you doing tonight? Yes. You know what? It may not be a speedy recovery, which is totally fine because she is on the mend. It's going to take some time. She was very, very ill, but we're heading in the right direction. Okay, so 3D piping. Help me, Sandra. Do you mean 3D cookies? Or do you mean a piping technique, literally a 3D piping technique? Help me out with that real quick. I'm going to put it down and put a question mark just in case this video drops, so I'll have a note that it's your name. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tell me about that real quick. Oh, that chocolate transferring. We could put that on there. We could put it right under where Mimi had said no projector, no problem, and tissue transfer method. We could talk about transferring it with candy wafers too. Let me just find that on the topics. Yeah, right here. So we did tissue transfer, and then chocolate wafer transfer, right? Okay, we got that. Yeah, we did glaze versus royal for sure. We did that. Dimensional piping. We definitely did that. We did that. We have relief piping, dimensional piping. We also in the topics have 2D versus 3D. All right. Anybody have anything else? All right. So far for the panel, we will be having Tammy from 2Ts. I need to get a hold of Jen. Jen, if you're here tonight, I know you weren't in the morning broadcast, but I would like to see if Jen Mosier would like to participate in this because she's a CookieCon veteran. Jen from Emily Mays in Canada, and Gabby, if you're on, isn't your business Bear? I think that's the name of your business. Put a link in there so that I can tell people. Sculpting. Yeah, we did sculpting chocolate molds. We talked about fondant, royal icing, moldable royal icing clay. We talked about all that. So let me go ahead and get the list finished. And then what we'll do is we'll put the list up in a PDF format. You guys print that out, look at it in the next couple of days, today or tomorrow. And in that same post, so it all stays there together, type either clarification on things that are there or type new topics that we missed this morning. Okay, that would be super helpful. And that is what we're going to work on. And then we'll set it up for either next Monday or Wednesday night to have the CookieCon panel on, because tomorrow night, add-on classes and elective class choices go up 8 p.m. on the CookieCon.com website. So you have to take care of that tomorrow because stuff will fill up fast. And don't forget me, I have 2 classes. I've got add-on Tuesday. I've got Be the Sparkle and XOXO. And then Friday is the last day of the event in Ohio. And I have an elective class called It's All Royal Icing, because we're using moldable royal icing to create that beautiful little flower cookie. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go for tonight because this video is really bugging me. So I'm sure it's really bugging you. And we will try this again. Okay. So I hope you guys will sign up for a class. I've got but I'm only teaching one day. So if you do want to do a class with me, it's only Tuesday. And then elective is totally free. You get to pick 2 of them. That is on Friday, and mine is It's All Royal Icing, and there's a picture up there of what we're going to be doing. I hope my classes sell out too, Debbie. This will be so fun. And both of my classes, if someone wants to do both of my classes, because I did have some questions about that, there's different techniques in both classes. There's a little bit of overlap, but a lot of difference, and they coordinate so that if you wanted to do them both, you can shadow box them all together when you get home, because I know a lot of people keep their CookieCon cookies. All right, now that's going to be it for tonight, and stay tuned for news on the advanced box, which is going to be releasing soon. I'll have cookies for you probably. I expect to have the cookies photographed and ready Day, and we'll start selling that box. The advanced box comes with the class. The class will be included in the box, and you can only do that class if you buy the box. The advanced class. But guess what? Because I didn't want to leave anyone out, there will be an intermediate to higher beginner level coordinating class for sale separately where you will gather your own supplies, and I will sell just the class. and we'll sell the cutters or the STL files through the Seriously Sweet Cupcakes.com website. It's a lot to remember, you guys. But anyway, the advanced class will come with the box, and we will do the class right after Valentine's Day so that it will not interfere with your sales. That is limited. There's only going to be 40 of those. I can't wait for you to see it. It's so cool, and the cookies are so cool. And we're definitely starting the year out a buzz. It's like going to be a bit, I think you guys are going to love it. And then there was some designs that I couldn't get worked in with the advanced. And I thought, oh, you know what? I was getting messages like, are you not going to do anything for beginners or intermediate for February in a class? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make that intermediate beginner level. We'll sell the cutters, the STLs, and that way you can do both classes or do one or the other, whatever you want to do. But the theme is the same in case you want to do them all and shadow box them together. And I think this is a set you might want to shadow box. It's a pretty cool set. So thank you to the people in the group that have been working very hard to get the last couple of pieces together for the things that go in the boxes. I really appreciate that. Appreciate you guys so much. And once again, thank you so much for helping me carry some of the load lately. I appreciate it very much. It's nice to know who's got your back. That's all I can tell you, because when things get super stressful, it's important. It's important to know you have a support team so that you can do the things you need to do. And I appreciate that. And I hope that as a group, we've been able to do that for many people in the group as well this year. Just checking on each other, sending cards, letting you know someone else is out there if you need a friend. So appreciate y'all. And I will try to do another video tomorrow once we figure out what the problem is with all of the updates not talking to each other. Okay. All right, you guys, love you. See you soon. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And I'll post the PDF as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.